Today, we will begin dividing using 2- and 3-digit numbers. We will know we have been successful if we are able to complete Mission 2, Lesson 19 on Zearn.org. Let's get started. I recommend using lined paper when dividing. Just like with multiplication, it can be very helpful in keeping your numbers lined appropriately so that you come up with the correct answer. Our first problem is 90 divided by 40. When doing division, it's helpful to know a few terms. The first one we're going to talk about is this number right here. This number is called the whole number because it is the whole amount that is going to be divided into different groups. This is our divisor. This is what we are dividing the whole number into. And then our answer, which will be up here at the top, is called the quotient. Quotients are answers to division problems. In order to solve this problem, I'm going to skip count. As you can see here, I'm looking for the number that is closest to 90 without going over. I've skip counted by 40 because that is what I am dividing by. As you can see here, 80 is as close as I can get to 90 without going over. This means that I can make two groups of 40. I'm going to put that over the ones place because I can make two groups. If I were to put the 2 over here in the tens place, then that 2 would represent 20, and I cannot make 20 groups of 40 if I have 90 as my whole number. So the next part of what we're going to do is we're going to multiply. The next thing we're going to do is multiply our number of groups by the divisor. 2 times 40 is 80. And now I'm going to subtract that because I have used that 80 to form those two groups. There are 10 that are left over. This is what I have remaining, and it's also called the remainder. The remainder gets put up here with an R. So my answer is 2 with a remainder of 10. But I also want to be able to check this. And the way I can check it is by multiplying my answer times the divisor and then adding the remainder to it. 2 times 40 plus 10. 2 times 40 is 80. Then if I add 10 to the 80, I have 90. 90 is what my whole number was, and so that tells me that my answer is correct. Let's try another one. In this problem, we have 240 divided by 50. Let's rewrite that. I have a whole number of 240, and I want to divide it by 50. If I want to make groups of 50, how many can I make with 240? Let's skip count to find out. I've gone over 240. The closest I can get to 240 is 200. That means I can make 1, 2, 3, 4 groups of 50 from 240. Now I need to multiply. 4 times 50 is 200, and I'm going to subtract. I have 40 remaining. I cannot make a group of 50 from 40, and so this would be my remainder, which comes up here. Now I want to check my answer. I'm going to multiply my quotient by the divisor and then add the remainder. If I'm correct, that should give me the whole number of 200. As you can see, that's what I came up with. So my answer is correct. Now let's try another. 294 divided by 70. How would you rewrite this? Correct. We would put the whole number inside and our divisor on the outside. Now use skip count and solve the answer, and we'll come back and check. When skip counting, I see that 280 is as close as I can get to 294 without going over. That would mean that I can make 1, 2, 3, 4 groups of 70. 4 times 70 is 280. And now we will subtract. We have a remainder of 14 left over. Now check your answer to make sure it's correct. 4 times 70 is 280. When we add in the remainder of 14, that brings us to 294, which is the whole number we started with, so we know our answer is correct. I hope this helps.